give Obama this. He's bold. I could never have imagined an Islamic radical sleeper cell becoming president. I mean, I can't believe the CIA did this. I can't believe our governments did this. But after all, that's how much they hate America and Christians and guns and George Washington, baby. They'd abort 55 million babies. They'd keep babies alive and sell their body parts. We have videos of 8-month-old, 7-month-old babies fighting scalpels for their lives. You know, a baby up at 5 months starts fighting the scalpel and jerking his legs away and fighting as the fingers, the arm, the hand, up the shoulder, and then they get the neck, blood starts spraying. They get in, whack, 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 whack. Even a baby will fight for its life in the womb. Won't you fight for your life? Won't you recognize who these scum are? And remember, it was in the news years ago when the last pope stepped down and had to go to Gandalf Castle by helicopter. They put Mao in 49. That's declassified. The CIA put Mao in that killed 84 million people. They then, as a counter to it, created Nazi fascism as a scientific test to see what that would do. There are people all over this country engaging in the information war, and we're going to smash your system. We're going to return the republic. We'll never be perfect, but my God, we're not going to keep babies alive and harvest their organs. We're not going to sell their parts for women's cosmetics. We're not going to have Pepsi with baby flavoring in it. I mean, what the hell have we become? Excuse me, but I'm tired of it. Well, you know what? I'm betting on George Washington and John Wayne all the way, and all you scum can go to hell. I'm never backing down. We're going to beat your ass. You just get that through your stinking traitorous heads. I just cannot handle it. I just cannot believe that they harvest millions of babies and even try to keep them alive a few days so they can harvest them properly. And China keeps people alive and takes part of the organs and keeps them alive months in some cases, ripping them out. And our media criticizes you if you're against that. I mean, don't we have any value for ourselves? Don't we know the people running things are bloodthirsty and hate us and don't have goodwill for us? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, do people at the Justice Department really want to be involved in more false flags? You really like blowing up daycare centers and blaming it on the states? I tell you, it's a good feeling when somebody comes after you. They almost get you down. You get them down. You got broken fist. Still a very satisfying feeling. You know, maybe I shouldn't apologize because Christ was God and I'm just a man. He beat the money changers with a whip. I'm going to say it real slow for you. They were testing different political systems. These are scientists that we fight. They tested Bolshevik communism in 1917 in Russia. It killed 50 million people. Now, I'm sorry to have to talk like this, but you need to know who's coming for you and your family. Now it's all been confirmed. We actually have a satanic entity publicly inverting the cross, inverting Christ, in the seat of the pontiff. There is no debate. This signals the earth moving into an even more dramatic time of open evil. Yeah, I start focusing on the enemy, and I get extremely crazed, okay? So, I mean, it's just every instinct in me is just, rah, just let me into a room with 100 of these people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Do you realize what degenerate, cultural oxymorons these people are? These are power grabbers. These are people who just want to lecture us all day and tell us how to live and guilt us. Well, I'm not guilty, you fascist, evil slug, Obama. I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin, or they're black or white, doesn't matter. And they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies. I am a Christian, but I'm not a fake either, and I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murdering scum that run giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I'm here to date your 6-year-old. I told the globalists a long time ago, and I meant it. You want to fight, you better believe you've got one. It's a gay bomb, baby. It's camouflage. Not the actual trendy. That's a brainwashed, brain-damaged idiot. But their master controllers know exactly what they're doing. These are technicians. They get orders. They bring in known Maoists and others right out of the universities with their new law enforcement degrees. I mean, you talk about dangerous and sick. And they're putting the military full of all these people. And again, it's not a communist conspiracy at the top, but they use university communists as their operatives. Out of the sewer, Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling around coming after us. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling around coming after us. Vampire pot-bellied goblins. Pot-bellied goblins. Folks, this is literally like a demonic invasion. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Look at Mama if you want to know what we're facing. Mama kills you in the water and the vaccines. Mama kills you with brainwashing. Mama kills you with liberalism. Mama kills you with lots of trendies wearing non-threatening clothing. All right, I'm sorry. I focus in on the evil. It really freaks me out, and I don't get like that a lot, but I know the enemy spirit. And I start talking about it, and it just gets to me because my spirit gets close to that evil, and I feel it, and my whole spirit just goes, ah, ah, ah. They call that crazy. That's not crazy. The demons, the judges, the politicians will go and just sit for 10 hours a day with the children just begging and pleading for food and just horrified and their ribs shrinking in. Their favorite thing is starving to death 4-year-olds begging for mommy. And then they call it using them up when they finally whimper, give up, roll over, and die. They then have sex with the dead bodies, thank Satan, like Jimmy Savile would do, and go out and grab your next child out of the back of your yard. Down to Pope Francis, while he pushes socialism and communism and lives behind the shortest walls are 30-something feet. Some of them are 200 feet tall, the inner walls. They have outer and inner. But he says your borders have to be wide open. What a monster. And they psychically admit at the higher levels they are vampiring the essence and the innocence of the children off of them and away from them. Rise of the cheap and cheerful warehouse robot. Oh, see how good it is? We're turning into a bunch of self-centered walking dead trash, and we're such zombies, we're such self-centered crap that we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. And my very spirit is just absolutely ready at every level to we're under attack, people. Serious crap. There'll be 18 beating you up, demanding more money and grabbing it out of your purse, because they were never disciplined. And we've got a bunch of people that actually believe that sucking blood out of us isn't enough. And then they put radical Muslims up on TV to lecture hardcore super feminists that basically say all men are rapists and evil. And then she sits there with a woman who's wearing a hood on her head. Let's get to Todd Nickerson. Todd. I think it's the name Todd, but it's just, if I was central casting one of these guys, he would look just like this guy, and his name would be Todd Nickerson. Let's go ahead and go to Todd Nickerson. The TSA hasn't stopped one terrorist. They're not meant to. They're there to train you for domestic checkpoints and domestic travel restrictions like you have in science fiction movies like The Running Man or 1984 or what really happened in communist China, Russia, Nazi Germany, and every other hell pit. If they're ever going to come after me, it's probably right now, because we're just turbo exploding. Hey, but blow me up, baby. You'll just light fires even bigger. I know what waters these trees. And if I can be smart enough like Obi-Wan Kenobi not to strike any of you down and let you just cut me down right in front of everybody, you know what'll come out of that. Because all I want is to beat you. I'm not afraid one bit of dying or being thrown in your dungeons, because I'm not a coward like you. I don't come from bottom-feeding trash like you. I'm not afraid. All I'm afraid of is failing. All I'm afraid of is bowing down to you murdering trash. All I got to think about is those hundreds of thousands of Christians that you raped and murdered with the jihad armies they put into Syria to slaughter that peaceful country and overturn it where people lived in peace. All I think about is what type of government do we have that engages in these forms of incredible evil? You baby harvesting demon maggots. I'll never back down. I'll never bow to you. I'll be free till the day I stop sucking air into my lungs. And all the ideas I put out and all the freedom and all the Americana I've spewed out against you will never die. It'll never stop, and you know it. You think I'm like, shocked by it, so I'm up here bashing it because I don't like gay people? I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Hear those war drums. Get me ready. The sleeping giant needs to awaken. I have him on video at the Texas State House, just women randomly going, "Hail Satan," and just praising Satan. Get away from me, racist! She's God!